Hey everybody, this is Ray Halstead and your CFO, Andrew McMillan. Today we want to talk to our small business owners about a balance sheet item having to do with long-term and short-term liabilities. I've got Andrew here with me today. Andrew, what can you tell us about the difference between a long-term and a short-term liability?
Yeah, so a lot of times, it's actually pretty straightforward, but a lot of times businesses that owe money, maybe they have credit card bills, accounts payable, wages payable, payroll taxes, money owed to a bank, those always just kind of get dumped into a liability section on the balance sheet. But oftentimes, if you're going to go try to get a bank loan or do anything to kind of get some financing for your business, they're usually going to want to start digging into what your short-term and long-term liabilities are, potentially for various reasons. One of them being it really helps you kind of unlock really what the true cash flow of the business is and how leveraged it is by debt. So a short-term liability is going to be anything that's due within 1 year, less than 1 year. So oftentimes that's going to be those payroll wages that may be getting accrued, accounts payable, credit card debt. And one thing that not everyone knows about, but it's also the short-term payments, the payments that you have due within 1 year, maybe on a long-term loan. So if you finance a piece of equipment for 7 years, those payments that are due within 1 year are really considered short-term. So it really helps you understand like whether or not there's any red flags in your business from a debt perspective. So if you have a lot of short-term debt, that could potentially be a red flag if you don't have enough cash and receivables in the bank to kind of correlate with that, to offset that, because you want to make sure that you have enough liquidity to meet those short-term debt needs. And then conversely, you're going to have long-term liabilities. So those are going to be anything that's due within more than 1 year. So those are going to be like the long-term portion of that equipment financing we just talked about. And it's really going to help you. It's more looked at on how your company is leveraged like over time. So maybe you have enough liquidity to meet short-term cash needs, but how are you really financing your company? Are you financing through debt? Are you financing through equity? Like how is it leveraged, in the long term? And it really just kind of starts to unpack, what might be putting restraints on your cash flow going forward. So anytime you're looking to get more lending from a bank, they're going to really dig into your liability section to see, what you already have as far as liabilities, what's going to be due in the near future, and then what does it look like on a longer term projection for your business, just to make sure that you're in a financially healthy position for your business to take on more debt, if that's what you're striving to do.
Well, it's really good information, Andrew. If you're a business owner and you want to understand the differences between long-term and short-term debt and how it can affect financing, feel free to give us a call and we can help you out. Thanks.